Welcome back. Friday the 13th.
Hey, are you superstitious?
It's my favorite day. No.
Yeah, I'm not
I love this
superstitious
day.
either, yeah.
And 13 is my lucky number.
I know that.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's my mother's birthday.
Yep, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Good to talk to you again. Hope you have a good day. It's raining here, so glad you're not here. Hope you have a great weekend, Grandma.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully it's not
That's
as
all
rainy.
I got.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the card and the Carmel jade necklace. Ooh, hopefully
Hopefully she hasn't.
Hopefully she opened it already.
by now.
Oh, goodness.
All right, well,
Let's move along.
Let's move along.
Thanks to everyone that took part in the city council meeting this week. Council, good job. Great job, Council Member Dramoff, for your first meeting. Thank you. We got some clear direction. A good discussion on some items, which is the way democracy is supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having difficulty speaking. I'm not having a stroke, but
No.
if I do keel over,
you've had a long week.
Take action, please. Clear direction from council. Thank you so much, council. Lots of tree damage, obviously. It's going to take us some time to mop up, but the more important lesson is that we're not out of the woods yet.
Right.
So more rain and winds expected through Monday. PD will be extra staffed up, and we're working on finishing up the staffing plans for the fire department and public works. So hopefully we'll get those, we'll broadcast those out. The punchline is there will be people here to help in the case of an emergency, which is my next topic, of course. But we'll do our best. We've weathered the storms as well as we possibly could have so far, thank goodness. And we'll keep the faith.
Yeah, but like you said, we're not done yet, though.
Yeah. And with that in mind, this morning, under my authority, I have proclaimed the existence of a local emergency due to the battering we received in the 2022-2023 atmospheric river winter storm. That's my term, or our term. Mm-hmm. We're going to call it that from now on. Our estimated damages could well exceed $1.5 million. Trees, overtime, the damage to the beach, staircases. So I signed that proclamation this morning, and I'll ask the council to ratify within 7 days as required by our laws.
Okay.
So I did tell council that last night, and so we'll schedule a meeting for next week for them to ratify that proclamation. So if anybody wants a copy of our snappy little proclamation, happy to send it to you. So that's what I got. What do you got?
Great. Well, thanks for helping keep this place safe. I know you've been working a lot this last week. It's a week-long storm.
It's a team sport.
Yeah, it is for sure. So I want to give some thanks. We had our first sort of in-person hybrid planning commission meeting this week. Went really well. We had about a dozen people show up in the chambers, which was nice. It's nice to see faces again. Nice to see folks come up to the podium. So thanks to everybody. Thanks to the planning commission. We got through about 8 items in an evening, which is wonderful. At the city council this week, we were going to be talking about the timeshare ordinance. Mm-hmm. That did get continued. And during that continuance, we understand that Picasso may be reaching out to the community, doing some outreach and education. That's not a city-sponsored activity. The continuance wasn't necessarily for that. It was, we had added a recital to the resolution, and the council, in an abundance of sort of wisdom, decided to, let's let that extra language just be out there for the next cycle. But the continuance wasn't for the city to work with Picasso or anything like that. So, but they told us they may be reaching out over the next month to the community. We'll see. I'm excited to announce we now have 2,200 of our individual properties scanned and online. So, our GIS map where you can click and see your properties and see your files at night. We now have 2,200. It's a little over 70%. And we're targeting having them all done by the first part of March.
And we met with some people this week that own a portion of Suvecino Court that are going to use that tool because they live in Truckee.
Right.
But they're Salinas natives, and their grandparents purchased the property a long time ago, and they're really happy to be able to use that tool from Truckee rather than having to come here and flip through.
It's a perfect example of why we did this.
Yeah, it was great. They were wonderful people.
That's
really
great.
Nice people.
They were. I really enjoyed meeting them. It was really nice. We've got housing workshop coming up at the end of February. So February 28th, this is, we're continuing to work on our housing element update. That is going to be following an update that we're going to give to council on February 7th. sort of where we're at in the process. We'll be rolling out a feasibility study that we've been working on with our consultant and the Housing Ad Hoc Committee and you. And so we're excited to share that with the council on February 7th and then have a community meeting on February 28th.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. And just the last reminder is non-safety offices are going to be closed on Monday in observation of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Obviously, we'll have all of our safety personnel. You can still get a hold of us if you need to by calling the police dispatch line, 624
6403.
6403.
You're going to get it. When we come out of the storms, you'll have it memorized.
Eventually, I'll have this number
You could write it
memorized.
on your arm.
I could. I might just get a tattoo. So that, yeah, just a reminder, we'll be closed on Monday. So, but if you need something, we're here to help. And that's all I have.
All right, thanks. All right. Well, take good care.
You too. Take good
Happy
care,
birthday,
everybody.
Grandma. Love you. Bye.